you think of pranksters, a few names instantly come up to mind. Nikwa Malana, KSI. But there's one name that doesn't get mentioned enough.
Made letters saying welcome to Luton.
Because Max Fosh is dead.
My kind of gag.
Gotcha. But should be. Let's start all the way from the beginning. Maximilian Arthur Fosh was born on April 3rd, 1995 at St. Thomas Hospital in London. Just like us, he lived a pretty normal life, going to school, hanging out with friends, and figuring out what he wanted to do. Regardless, he had a tough year in 2004 as his parents divorced as well as the death of his grandparents.
If he hadn't had me until 9, then we're cooking.
Okay.
Because then I was a child of divorce. Yeah. Now we're getting deep.
This is where you're born. This is where you're really made. Born 95.
2004.
Made
Yeah,
in 2004.
made in 2004. Year of hard knocks that. Gramps died and parents split up. Good year, that. Good year.
He grew up in Holland Park, Notting Hill, and went to a school called Arnold House, which was in North London, which was a very good school.
At school, like kind of growing up, I was heading, well, first of all,
Very good school.
Very good school. Very good school. I grew up in Holland Park, Notting Hill. So yeah, that kind of gives you an idea. I had silver spoon, knife, fork, and ladle, spatula, everything.
Yeah.
I went to a very good school. I went to a school called Arnold House, which was
I've heard of them.
It's in St John's Wood, and it was in North London. I don't know why I was sent to that school, but it had a lot of kind of Jewish families sent their kids to Arnold House.
And then by 13, he ended up going to Harrow School, which was difficult, but still tried his best to adapt to the situation. Despite all the problems, there was one thing certain. He knew he could do anything.
Every day, I'm going to go down to the cricket nets and bowl and play as much as I can. I think eventually the coach, the first team coach, saw this and very much took pity on me and invited me to pre-season training for the first time, literally just as a dog's body. I was invited to play in a game. At the end, I got man of the match and then was in the first 11 and played in the match. Now, this is the most out of touch story, but it taught me.
No, it's amazing.
It really taught me, okay, if you really want something, you can just, if you dedicate work every single day and do something incrementally, you will get there.
He attended Harrow School, one of the UK's most prestigious schools, before eventually graduating from Newcastle University with a bachelor's degree. Before everything started, Max worked at a hospital radio station called Radio Tyneside. He won the Best Newcomer Award at the 2016 National Hospital Radio Awards, and in 2018 he was shortlisted for Best Male Presenter. It was here that Max began to sharpen his presenting skills and discover his love for entertaining an audience. But there was a detail that I left out. Max had already started his YouTube journey with one idea.
Okay, I need to make a show reel, but I don't have any video stuff, so I then thought, right, let's do just man on the street content. I reached out to the TV Society that was doing their own show.
The TV Society?
Yeah.
Was that a university society?
A university society that makes television, and they were doing their own version of this called Big Market Banter, and I applied to be a presenter on Big Market Banter, and they said, no, sorry, we've got all our presenters at the moment. So I was like, well, great, I mean, it's in public, I can just go do it myself. So I filmed 5 episodes of me just interviewing people on nights out and put them on Facebook, and people were tagging their mates, or Ali, or lol, can't believe that person said that, so funny, or look where he is.
His Street Smart series had him out on the streets of Newcastle with a microphone in hand talking to strangers, asking silly questions and capturing real and unfiltered moments. He kept going, filming every single day, even going on a tour. But
I went on a self-proclaimed tour with Street Smart, with this video series, and I thought, okay, this is my one chance. I'm gonna go all or nothing. So for 2 weeks I drove around the country with Coco, and every night we would go to a new university city. So let's say we started in Bristol, we'd film in Bristol. In the evening, go to bed, I'd wake up, I'd edit the Bristol video from the night before, post it, drive to Exeter, film in Exeter, go to bed, edit Exeter. So we did this for 2 weeks. So we did 14 cities and 40. I really thought, right after this 2 weeks, things are going to blow up because of the consistency of it all, and here we go. And it didn't. And I'd done this 2 weeks, killed myself, hadn't lost a lot of money on petrol and that kind of thing. And I was a bit dejected and I didn't really know what the whole... I was like, what's the point of this? I kind of had this thing at university, it was working, but it hasn't really like pushed on.
The growth was slow until he met Zach Alsop, a fellow YouTuber. With Max helping him film, something finally clicked.
And over the course of like 3 or 4 months, we kind of did more work, I was still working at the pub. And then he had this idea to kind of break me into London Fashion Week, dressed up as a model. And we did that. And then that's just kind of like, boom, just went stratospheric.
By 2019, Max had gone viral for the very first time, with around 80,000 subscribers now. Over the next year, he kept pushing street smart, which was not the best idea. Interviewing people at events, conventions, and anywhere he could set up a camera. Then, the world stopped, and COVID finally hit.
I was a mess because I was like, my whole job revolves around me interviewing people.
Even though it wasn't the best moment for Max, instead of stopping, he pivoted, tried to find something new. And one day he had an idea to find the person in a random stock photo that he had.
A lot of people have been very productive during quarantine.
And finding this woman.
It was different, it was strange from the content that he usually did, but it started a new chapter, a chapter of storytelling. So Max leaned into more ambitious projects, and each video began to perform better than his original Street Smart series.
How can I flex on everyone on a budget? What does no other YouTuber in the world have? And I found my answer. A roundabout. Morning. A place that isn't often brought into that conversation is Hemel Hempstead. It's been voted the ugliest town in the UK. Here in my hands I have the necessary paperwork and cheque to officially run for the Mayor of London as an independent candidate. And so, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Every year he had new and creative ideas, such as running for mayor, hiring private investigators, or even his wildest stunt of trolling the internet with Luton Airport, which became his most viewed video ever. He uploaded new and creative ideas. Like, if you would look at his YouTube channel, you could literally see anything, the most random but unique and creative ideas. And by 2025, he would have 4.7 million subscribers, and even launching his own stand-up comedy show. From a hospital radio booth to the streets of Newcastle, to some of the wildest, most creative ideas on YouTube, Max Fosh's story is one of persistence, creativity, and the courage to try something ridiculous. And somehow, he made it work.